know you're in here. I should not be missing you that many times. Well, I know I'm immune to your flame blasts at this point in time, so I do actually have a chance. And there's that guy dead. And there I go again. I've done this before. I promise you, I've done this before. I mean, you saw the proof in my save files. I've gotten past this area before. I've also done it without having to, like, use, potions. If I recall correctly. And they killed themselves off. I think that's the reason why I was able to do it before. These guys keep killing themselves, each other off. Because they're so dumb they use their AoE spells. You see, I'm smart enough to realize that the only AoE spell I can actually get off, besides the fact that I can't get AoE spells off normally to save my life because I'm playing as a warrior, the only thing I can actually do is throw a giant fireball as a guy that's already on fire, so the flames don't do anything to him, meaning that I will survive it. These guys, on the other hand, do this just plain stupid crap, where they think they will survive. Like, stuff like this. There's no way. I'm immune to this. So this is like amazingly awesome for me. See, look what I'm running right towards him and he throws this. You just gotta love this AI, and it's like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying. I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to say now because these guys are so stupid with the AI. Just the AI. It's time to look at what they have to say on the Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the Circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi's shop, and every one of these shops is run by a Tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. at ease. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. And if you look more deeply into it, you do find that stuff involving the Tranquil very, very, very messed up. Cardinal rules of magic. You must not be under the misimpression that magic is all-powerful. There are limits, and not even the greatest mages may overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of traveling either over great distances or small ones beyond putting one foot in front of the other. So apparently these people have no idea how to ride horses. I mean, I jest, because Dragon Age Inquisition has mounts so that you have faster travel times through the larger landscapes. And I'm assuming that the game is kind of implying that these people are using mounts. They have wagons and whatnot. But it's saying that there's, like, no levitation spell that allows you to fly, or no teleportation spell, or whatnot, what have you. I'm going into too great detail talking about the finer points of magic use in the world of Dragon Age, and it's a little disturbing. I'm going to continue reading, so I stop on this wild tangent of stupid. The immutable nature of the physical world prevents this, so no, you may not simply pop over to Minrathos to borrow a cup of sugar. I keep on bumping into the microphone. Sorry. Nor may you magic the SIA you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You will simply have to be prepared. So the fact of the matter is that, according to this person, teleportation is non-existence. When, in actuality, there's technically a way to do that in the game, in the world of Thetis, but this person doesn't know it, obviously. And we'll get to that eventually, when we finally get to the Witch Hunt DLC. After we finally dealt with the Awakening expansion pack. And I think my plan was to go through the Golems of Amgarak DLC before I went to Witch Hunt. I think Witch Hunt was supposed to be the last thing I did. Yeah. So we have a bit of time before we actually get into any of that. Similarly, even when you send your mind on the Phage, your body remains behind. Only once has this barrier been overcome, and repeatedly the spell required 2/3 of the lyrium in the Tevinter Imperium, as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. The results were utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great healer may bring someone back from the very precipice of death when breath and heartbeat have ceased, but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. That is no failing of your skills or power, it is simply reality. From the lectures of First Enchanter Wencelas. I.e., explaining how the revival spell works. It's not like in Baldur's Gate, where you basically bring someone back from death. No, this is, Storeward would require a massive force to break. No, it's actually more along the lines of me randomly saving the game out of nowhere. Okay, I want to cast this, but you're right in my way of casting it. So my game plan is to toss it to the side here. That went better than I thought.
Thank you. It is time for this dream to come to an end. I give you my strength. It will be of little use against the demon that rules here, but perhaps it will help in other realms. Find a way to kill all the demon lords to open the way to Sloth. Free us all from this nightmare!
Quest updated. Well, I think what I'm actually going to do, instead of ending the session where I originally intended to, that being the end of the Fade section, I think what I'm actually going to do is end this once I get the final transformation, so that I can give myself a bit of an idea whether or not I actually messed up my recording. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I can't do much else on that. Templar's Nightmare, Darkspawn Invasion. I'm trying to remember. I think the Darkspawn Invasion is where I need to go next, because I think the Templar's Nightmare is the one that you don't need to go to get the rest of the... I think I'm doing it the right way. I could be wrong though, too. Could be totally and completely wrong, but I think I'm right. Because I believe this part of the game has something that causes me to constantly repeat myself before I actually get the whole sentence out of my mouth. Anyway, a part of this game that's kind of interesting is the forms and where they're all positioned. You only get 4 of them, but as you could tell, there was like 5 for each particular, like 5 different areas. So one of those areas you don't actually get a different form. So I'm gonna pick up this Essence of Cunning. I think there was something else in this area. And it looks like I was completely and utterly wrong, which is totally fine with me, because the less time spent here, the better. And I'll have Golem form, by the way, which is basically a extreme strength form for you to use. So if you want to take less time killing stuff, you can in this way. It's fairly helpful.
Going. That won't stop me. All right.
Yes, there was a bit of doubt, but whatever. Open this door. Permanent increase to strength. That's all that's in this room. That's blank. Quick save this game.
Yes.
More experience points for myself. More Herlock stuff. More things to kill. Yes. that. I must kill all of these ugly things. Oh. I think he can outlast this. I'm not 100% sure. Can I, like, change forms and it gets... No. Oh well, I survived. That thing is normally one of the most annoying spells in the game to have on you. Probably one of the most fun spells to use, but I rarely, if ever, use spellcasters, so I wouldn't know. I think one of the times I tried using a spellcaster, I actually turned him into a arcane warrior, which is basically a spellcaster with the ability to wear heavy weapons and armor. Like, the ability to use heavy weapons and armor. Thus making the whole spellcaster side a moot point. So. And I'm gonna make you burn. Like this. And see right there, strategy. Not the greatest thing in the world to be knocked off of your feet by a fireball that you yourself used, but I don't think I'll went that way. Okay. Time to turn into a mouse. Hello, mouse hole. I was right. I think this actually leads to another area. Yeah.
Yes, yes. They won't find me. They won't find me here.
Let's go back this way, though. Because there's probably some experience points we left behind by not attacking whatever's back here. Possibly some stat boosting stuff. All that good stuff. These guys will probably be immune to my fireball, though. I never thought of it this way, but technically the fireball could be seen as a Hadouken, the only difference being that this is... I don't think that's how they actually use the Hadouken in Street Fighter. I don't think it would actually work as that, or as the Kamehameha. Yeah, I know. I ruined your fun by your hiding spot and all that good stuff. But you know.
it. You
I
healed
know.
them.
I'm so
But
skilled.
not all. Their leaders are behind the unbreakable door. I give you my wisdom. It will let you see. And now I wake.
And right now, all we gotta do is wait for this thing because it's not going to just... So you can't use that yet. No, wait a minute, I can. Never mind. I can showcase this. Permanent increase to willpower, a stat that I don't really use for this character all that much. I didn't intend to do that. You can access the map from here? That seems a little bit useless. I mean the world map, not the... Well, fade map. If you want to be a little serious about it. Okay, here, I'm going to save over this one. Save it as Let's Play 13. And I will see you guys later. I want to see just how poorly this is going to actually work.